Day 1145. So something crazy happened when I got to this coffee shop. So I got $4 in my bank account, and I drove to church, and then I was like, dang, I gotta drive to this coffee shop that's 8 minutes away. How much gas is that gonna use? Because I have like less than a quarter of a tank. And I'm just like, oh man, and I'm gonna pick up my mom for church tomorrow, and then we're gonna drive to church and then drive back. Like, I don't have enough gas for that. Like, and I just had this thought that went through my head, like, okay, I got $4. And I was thinking about the lady that I gave $50 to at Starbucks a few weeks ago, where God just prompted me, like, just give her $50. And I just had that thought, like, man, God, right now, when you got $4, $50 might as well be 1,000. Like, man, what you can do with $50 is incredible. And I was just like thinking, like, I understand how that blessed her. I understand how that helped her, because if someone gave me $50 right now, it would change my life. Like, that's like life-changing money right now, which is so ridiculous to even say, like, wow. But it's just real. I'm just being real, and I'm not gonna, live like this forever. So it's just the season that I'm in, which is fine. And but it's just like, man, $50 right now would just, I could get gas, I could get some groceries, like, man, I could meal prep something. Like, wow, the things I could do with $50. And just having that feeling of like, man, I know she felt so blessed, because I know how blessed I would feel right now. And I go and I sit down, and literally a minute or two after having that thought, I look at my phone, and I've got a notification, and one of the warriors of God sent me $100 on Cash App. And I was like, like, what? And it was just like, wow. I messaged them right away, like, what is this for? What is this? And they explained it, and it was just perfect timing. And they talked about, like, we're being the Acts 2 church, in Warriors of God, there's a financial challenge, for most of us. And this person said, like, hey, even though, we're all, struggling some way financially, we're still being the Acts 2 church and still supporting each other. And so this $100, like, I know you can get gas with it, and I know it'll help you. And it's just like, wow, what a blessing. Like, what a blessing. And it's just so inspiring, because they're the people that are in Warriors of God. Like, we want the Acts 2 church. We want to be that. We want to support each other and love each other and be there for each other. And man, I just messaged them, and it's like, man, look at how generous we are with each other when we have very little. Imagine how generous we'll be when we have a lot. And it's a beautiful thing. And yeah, just like, man, just hit me. And so, I can get gas. I can get some food. Like, something I'm realizing, my body needs protein, and I haven't been getting protein because protein's expensive. I miss the days when I could go to Whole Foods and I can get 2 pounds of brisket for $25, and like have meat for 5 days, and just like have the energy that protein. Because right now it's like, I'm not eating really protein, like potatoes, bread, rice, because meat's expensive. And I'm just like, oh Lord, if I could just get some meat, like, and just, it feels like it would just like give my body so much energy and strength. I don't know how I was vegan for 5 years. That was crazy. But yeah, so with this $100, I can get some gas, and I can get some meat. And so yeah, it's just amazing. And yeah, God he just keeps showing up, just a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. I have 2 bags of coins of change, 2 Ziploc bags. And I was just talking to my mom yesterday, like, I might have to go cash those in. My mom's like, well, there's $20 right there. And I'm like, yep. But I'm like, all right, Lord, is that where I'm going? Like, to cash in that bag of change that I've had for a while? Like, if I have to go there, I will. But I'm holding out. I'm just like, I'm holding on. And like, now this comes in, and I'm just like, wow, thank you, Lord. Yeah. But as I'm doing this course and my mind is expanding of what's possible, it's just like, I don't have anything to stress about or worry about. This is literally temporary. I know I'm living into my potential. I know I'm living into my greatness. My whole life, I've been desperately trying to do that, but I didn't know my calling. I didn't have Jesus. Like, now I'm so clear. He's revealed it all. Like, I'm in alignment with what I'm called to do. I'm going to build this speaking business. I'm going to get out into the world. I'm going to just raise up an army of warriors, and it's just all perfect. It's just all perfect. He aligned everything perfectly. Everything just aligned perfectly. And that's the message that I was teaching the warriors today, that God showed me when I was praying yesterday at church. He just gave me this visualization of a lock unlocking. When you put a key in a lock, it aligns all the pins, and they have to be aligned perfectly to be able to turn and unlock the lock. And what he was just showing me is an alignment of all the pins, just alignment. And God's just been aligning every little piece, every little pin. He's just been twisting and turning, and now it's finally aligned. And now I can turn the key, and I can finally unlock my potential. I can finally unlock my destiny. I can unlock my greatness, because everything has been aligned. And last week in North Carolina, like, God tested me on like every level. He tested my faith in him. He tested my obedience. He tested whether I was going to worship him or money. He tested my boldness. He tested if I was going to glorify myself or glorify him. He tested me with my relationship with my mom. He tested my wisdom, if I was going to pursue my wisdom or man's wisdom or his wisdom. Like, he tested if I was going to worship him or worship the opinions of people. Like, he just tested me on so many levels, and I freaking passed with flying colors. I just know it. I'm so proud of myself. It was hard. It was so hard. It took so much courage. It took so much obedience. It took so much faith. It took so much trust. It took so much love. And I know I passed with flying colors, and now here we are. And he's just, it's unlocked. It's all unlocked, and it just feels like the greatest thing ever. Like, man, my future's so bright. And it's so inspiring, and it's just so perfect for me. I love it. I love it. And everything is just getting unlocked right now, and I can feel it, and it's just like, it's surreal. So, yeah, it's incredible. And all the people that contributed to it, like, man, all of my family members, friends, like, man, the things that had to align. Me coming back from Bali and being able to stay with my aunt, and her letting me stay with her, and me staying with her, and I ended up going and hearing about this free speaking 2-day course, and I go there, and it's Pete, and I win the speaking competition. There's 100 people that compete. I get first place, which then allows me to speak online. And then when I speak online, that's where I meet Araceli, because she sees me speak, and there's like 3,000 people watching online, because I got into the top 10, and like all these things that lined up, and my relationship with her, and that leading me to God and leading her to God. And then she helped me with this program, and so I could take this course, and just all these things that lined up, and my dad helping me, my grandpa helping me, and my mom, coming out here, just everything, and church, and everything that happened with church, like, just all the thousands and thousands of things that had to happen to get me to where I am here. It's just like the intricacy of God's plans are just, we can't even fathom them. Like, they're just unfathomable. They're so intricate. It's just incredible. It's like when Jesus seasons a dish, he knows the exact amount of grains of salt, the exact amount of flakes of pepper. Like, it's just like, there's just precision. God has precision that is like unlike anything we know or can imagine. The precision of his plans are just unreal, and so inspiring. So I'm just inspired. I'm excited. This Friendsgiving thing for church is going to happen in a few hours. And yeah, I'm just going to let God do whatever he wants. But I'm just excited. I'm so inspired. I have direction. I have clarity. I get to build something that I absolutely love. And wow, I've worked my butt off to get to this point. The spiritual work that I've done, I've worked my butt off spiritually to get here. Since I gave my life to Jesus 14 months ago, like, man, have I just gone all in. And there's been so much fruit, so much transformation. I mean, look at just my mom, for example, like, wow, so much restoration. And now this next level is my business and my impact in the world and my mission and my calling. And I've been so excited for this. I've been waiting for this, and God's been working on me personally, and he tested me personally on every level. Over this last week in North Carolina, he tested me personally. He tested the personal things, not the business things, which is interesting because I didn't even really get to talk about my business because I ran out of time, because I spent more time talking about the Lord than I did talking about my business. I actually spent almost no time talking about my business. But look at what it led to. Look at what it unlocked. So that's better, way better than getting a client or 5 clients or 10 clients, like, because this just unlocked me being able to impact millions of people around the world. So good. So good.